Mine is totally different from your guys's.
Yep, same.
Hey,
I mean, it's
what's
just
up,
it's
man?
just mine. Mine is the only one that matters.
What's good, fam?
Yeah, man.
Hey, the homies, the
Yeah.
guys, the boys. What's good? What's good?
Yeah, all right.
I got another homie above me. Let's go.
Yes.
Suck these nuts, fam.
Okay, brother. Welcome everybody to episode 38 of the Unboxing Life podcast. We're gonna kick it off with that.
We're gonna kick it off. Oh, I
Whoa,
see.
kickoff is happening
Oh my
soon.
God, bro, I'm done.
Super Bowl Sunday. I can't believe. Yeah.
Oh, that was
He's
so
gonna
Trevor.
diabolic.
All right, David. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm your humble. What's a gracious and highly favored host or whatever.
I am your humble, gracious, grateful, and highly favored host, Joe Budden, here with a few of my nearest and dearest friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My name's David. I'm joined by
Oh my God,
absolute ballers, you might say, the freaking guys, my guys.
The king.
Get off in the order of my Zoom. You know it's Alex. You know Amo. The disappointed Jet.
Of course, I'm disappointed that they didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but that's about every year. So.
Hey man,
Okay.
you're loyal, and that's what counts. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and then Trevor.
I'm just a little bandwagon Bucks fan, but I live in Florida, so I can sort of pull it off. But
It's our
we're rooting
closest
for Brady,
team.
man. No, we're rooting for Brady, man.
Well, there you go. And then the freaking man himself who has stuck it out has followed this man to multiple teams. The biggest sports fan I know, Cameron.
Dang.
The diabolic.
So I've named myself Tom's seventh ring. This episode is going to come out about 5 days after the Super Bowl. So if it doesn't happen, it's a little embarrassing. But if it does, then fuck yeah, Tom, let's fucking go, baby.
Yeah, it's a bet in itself.
Yeah, talked about that briefly about being a Tom Brady fan and a Patriots fan. I still hope the best. He brought us everything. So a franchise that was dog shit before became great. On his watch. So I'm still a Tom fan. It sucks that he had to leave, but shit happens in sports, and I'm rooting for him in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens.
He had to move to the best state, Florida.
That's a take. That's a fucking take. I didn't realize we were starting off the podcast with the hottest takes possible, calling Florida the best state of the 50.
It's definitely the hottest.
It is.
I don't know, man.
It's up there.
No?
Zona has some.
Arizona is probably the hottest.
There's
state.
a place out west called Death Valley. In
terms of just pure temperature, it's probably the hottest. But
they have dry heat.
Not in terms of the humidity. Yeah, we have the humidity.
Best in humidity, but 49th or 50th in every other aspect, and that's fine.
My mom looked up some really arbitrary article too, where it was like Florida is ranked 48th on the safest place to live in the United States. I'm just oh my God, 48th.
Hey man, but those stand your ground laws.
Illinois number 50.
I guarantee you it's because of I-4.
Oh, so. I-4, the lightning strike capital of the world too, in Florida, whatever, Central Florida. Yep.
We got a lot of shit going against us, so
yeah, we're
literally the most accident-prone highway in America. So
yeah,
we're like Australia, but not cool in any way.
You know what's funny is that I-95 is in this state, right? And it runs up the entire East Coast, and yet I-4 is like a fucking seatbelt of Florida, and it has more accidents, and it's like a tenth of the size.
Yeah, I was under freaking construction, man. I get the freaking wavy angel hair pasta freaking roads just going back and forth. God dang, brother.
They were supposed to finish construction. They're supposed to finish construction this year, but who knows?
Who knows?
That was the initial plan, was because when I first moved from Deltona to Orlando, that was the plan, was 2015 to 2021. That was the 6-year gap that they were giving me.
Oh wow.
We'll see.
We shall see. I hope so, man. Let's jump into our traditions real quick,
Oh?
Get the hype going.
I want to go last.
Okay, fair enough. We did. Okay, I'll go with Alex first this time.
All right. This one is about Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez hasn't been with the Jets for a few years, but I'm gonna still make a joke about it. So.
All right. Okay. Freaking
Why can't Mark Sanchez use the cell phone anymore?
I'm not going to get this one.
I'm not going to get this either.
Well, you might. I don't know. Why?
Because he can't find the receiver.
Hey, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say this shouldn't be too specific. Alex knows his audience, so that's good. That's good. I like
That's
that.
funny, man. No, that's funny. That's fucked
absolutely.
up. That's funny. But you can make those kinds of jokes because you're a fan of a losing franchise. So
Yeah, dude.
Big,
Yeah. No one's allowed to shit on my team but me is a definite take in sports fandom. So yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
I guess. Oh my god! Excuse me. as the demon voice escapes my freaking bowels.
bowels. I don't believe that's where that came from.
Yeah, really.
No, but it's not that deep. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I guess I'll go with my track of the week.
Hey.
Hey, I'll jump the line and just get it out there. I almost forgot the name because I always think it's something else. My track of the week is Big Rings. Drake and Future.
Let's go.
Yo, Alex and I quote this shit all the time, man.
Do.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. The classic
like
album.
That is.
It's like a catchphrase of mine. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
true.
basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
it's-
for sure.
That shit's iconic. You can't miss that. Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
time to be alive.
The song is trash, but it's great.
Hey,
Yeah,
come on.
It's just such a perfect line, you know.
It's a very
Yeah.
braggadocious track. I won't step on your
It's no. I mean, by all means, it's I think I haven't been to a ton of football games in person over my career, but I think it's been played at every football game I've ever been to. Got a really big team, winning big, and they're just lining up for the for
That's
just
good
like,
as
all
fuck.
right, let's get ready.
Yeah, that happens
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
At least it's better than Jumpman.
Yeah, honestly, Jumpman.
I don't know. I
Jumpman.
think I hate Jumpman once Future gets in it, but
I don't
Drake
know.
killed Jumpman.
I heard there's an Ari track. I might be cursing
I know,
the Bucks as I say this, called Seven Rings.
Seven Rings.
I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
about it,
If they don't play that in the stadium, though,
I appreciate I appreciate you
really
not
don't,
making
though?
that your track of the episode because that could jinx it, speak it into existence in the wrong way. So
Could
that would have
be,
been
yeah.
a crazy fucking pick, though. I'm not gonna lie, because we're gonna review that this week.
I know.
So
I
that
thought
would
about it.
have been
I
pretty
know.
fucking fitting.
either way, Tom Brady
Either way.
with the Patriots has as many rings as any other NFL franchise. So get
Okay,
ready,
thank you.
strap in
Hey,
for the
over the
strap in
Steelers?
for the Tom Brady and
Over the Steelers?
Yeah, they beat the
the
Steelers.
Steelers have 6 and he has 6, so as many or more.
Oh right, we tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steelers held it for a while. I remember I had a roommate who was a big Patriots fan. He was from New England. I guess it was senior year when the Patriots won again. So they tied, and he was just roasting me, and I was like, "Dang!" I didn't even watch it, but
Your
now I just
senior
lost anyway. Yeah, something like that. I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we won't hash
Shout
that
out
out.
to Nathan. Shout out to Nathan. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Dope. Who's next, David?
oh, who is next? Well, it has
You
to
are.
be Cameron. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
We're
boy.
recording this on the day of the Super Bowl, so people on
Right.
YouTube can see I'm pre-gaming a little bit right now on the pod.
Very much.
So my fact today is about the man, the myth, the legend known as Beast Mode, aka Marshawn Lynch.
okay.
Who's one of the most prolific running backs in NFL history and has one of the best runs that will ever be run in terms of just being it's called the Beast Mode run. He just goes 90 something yards and like shoves off like 7 people. So in 2015,
it's a very intimidating name, by the way.
January 2015, Marshawn Lynch was threatened a $500,000 fine by the NFL if he didn't make himself available for Super Bowl Media Day.
Mhm.
He showed up, set a timer on his phone, answered 29 questions with some variation of "I'm just here so I won't get fined," and left the podium in 5 minutes.
Wow.
It's a very famous video of he just says they're like, "Marshawn, how you feeling about the game? How you feeling about like this? What are you doing to prepare?" "I'm just here so I won't get fined." Next question, and they just move on, and they're like, "Okay, thanks, Marshawn," and then he just leaves. He's just he's that type of player where he just goes in and out of like bullshit like that, where it's just so fucking entertaining. It's the argument of like the personalities of the players make the league what it is, basically. So yeah,
I think
great moment, hilarious. I didn't realize that the fine was $500,000. I didn't realize the context of that. I thought because normally that shit runs you like maybe a couple grand, a couple 10,000, which is like pennies to the people making millions a year. So the fact that it was $500,000 and he did like the ultimate bare minimum to skate the fine is just so so on brand for him. It's so perfect, Marshawn Lynch. So yeah,
it's funny because there's multiple of those videos. There's multiple. You can find. I seen one not too long ago in my recommended of just him saying yes. They ask whatever question, he's just said yes.
Yeah, a lot of the time he doesn't fuck with the media.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not even asking him yes or no questions. They just get a yes.
Yep.
How you feeling about the game? Yes.
I love that dude. He did some partnership with Skittles, and he went around like the United Kingdom, like talking to people and like doing random shit in the UK. And it was just like it was like releasing like a teddy bear into the wild. Basically, it was just like because he's huge, but he's like so personable and wild and funky. I don't know. I love his personality. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So that's Marshawn Lynch saying, "I won't get fined."
Dang. Dope.
My quote of the week is has nothing to do with football.
Okay.
And more so of what we're going to be jumping into right after I say this quote. But
Thank God.
It's anyways, so there's a song called Timeless by Mr. Benny the Butcher, and David already knows, but I've got it pulled up, and I like the line. It goes, "Before this pod shit, all my direct assets came from high risk hazards, Pyrex glasses."
Yes, dude.
So I say that in the video that we're going to be quote unquote reviewing by my beautiful woman. And I think it's called "Celebrating Christmas with My Boyfriend."
It is,
and
it's so cute.
Oh, wow.
I actually did not know the context of that. I remember you saying that in the video, and I did not know the context of that. So thank you.
Well, because I literally
completely explains it.
I went to the drawer and I got the measuring cup or whatever, and it just says Pyrex on it. And I'm just like,
yeah.
And then I just look at her like, Pyrex glasses.
Yeah.
It just pops in my head because he says Pyrex like every other song. But,
yeah. I was dying.
I think he's got his own little merch brand that's Benix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's hard.
That's funny. Dang. Yeah.
So if you guys live under a rock like Mr. Patrick Starr, Rocio released a new banger of a video.
It's a banger.
It's like almost 20 minutes of us celebrating Christmas. Basically, we kind of. I kind of want to I want to hear your thoughts though, because like I was looking forward to this for quite a while. I mean, we shot this video back in December, and we finally got it out. And I was happy to link it to you guys at 2 a.m. when she put it up.
Yeah, it was nice to see a wholesome Christmas vlog. I liked it. I quite enjoyed it. The editing was super on point through the whole video, and I imagine it had to take a while. It's a 20-minute video, and there's like editing, like different jokes in there like all the time. Yeah.
And I think she had like almost 2 hours of like raw footage that she had to comb through and kind of like speed up the process. Like the whole gingerbread thing that took us like an hour. So it was just an hour of pure footage. Yeah. Like it took us just as long to get started as it did to bake, like to actually build the house. But
yeah,
I have a take about that.
Okay.
But I'll get to it later.
So we essentially we had a little adventure. We went to Target, try to find some gingerbread houses, and we were completely like helpless. They had 1 million gingerbread houses in like early December, and then we went on like the 21st or something, and they had none. So we went over to Walmart, and they had a shit ton of them on this like display randomly next to like the garden center.
Pre-built.
So we pick up one of the pre-built. We didn't want to have too much hassle, but what were you saying?
Not post-built, I think is.
Yeah. One of the jokes.
Yeah, that was funny. The least fun part of building a gingerbread house is just assembling the goddamn thing. So like buying pre-built is like just saving yourself that hassle. I completely agree with that.
Completely skip over you skip over the most difficult part, and you get to actually decorate it, which is the funnest part.
Like if you can just opt to not have to assemble it, like doing so is definitely the move.
And it was only like $8. So we saved
yeah.
ourselves like 3 hours worth of work.
I don't know, my boys. I stay assembling my gingerbread houses. So I'm just saying.
Hey man, to each their own. That's fine.
I don't think I've tried it, so I would like to try it eventually. But
I just like the ornate decorating part way more than the like construction part. You know.
For sure.
This I was like pre-built.
But I want to say my
is that holding it back from being top 10? Is that why it's not top 10 now?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That arc wasn't for you.
No, but you know what was for me?
We skipped the filler.
Probably only for me, but not for anybody else. The Christmas sweater origin story.
Yes. No, for me too. Yeah.
That was the
So I love the editing that she did when I held up, so I got like this, and then I put my Santa hat on, and I was just like, and she like zooms in and
you did the hand flip. Yeah, that was so perfect, and it was so comedically timed, so good. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to say is just like on a level, like Rocio, I know you're listening. Shout out. What's up?
She listens the second it comes out. Basically.
I want to say thank you for making my man the happiest he has ever been, because this man has so much joy in his heart, and it is largely thanks to you. So you are brilliant. Yeah. I love you. Thank you for making my man happy. Y'all fill my heart with so much goddamn joy with your wholesomeness. I watched my take about the building of the gingerbread house is like y'all just shopping and like giving each other gifts and stuff was like by far the best part of the video. Like the like just being wholesome together. Like I was just like cheesing, just like looking at you guys be cute and happy, and I was like, I love this. I love Rocio. I love Trevor. I love these two together. I fucking love this video. This is great. And then on top of that, it was like all the editing, all the like subtitling, all the little funny moments.
Insert image here when I'm fucking I did something with my mouth.
Yeah, and then you were like she was the part where she was trying to get the camera angle ready. Like I'm so glad that was in the video of like
and I was sitting there like,
and you're like, she's like, pretend you're build something, and you're just like jacking off, and she just like slow zooms on the hand motion. It was like the hand flip one was fucking hilarious with the zoom. There was, like, I think right off, like I knew it was gonna be funny and great when she's like, you were like, you said hell or something, and you were like, oh, I can't cuss on YouTube, and she like, it switches to black and white, and she just goes like, I can do whatever I want, and I was like, yes, Rocio. I was like, it was so fucking funny. It just everything. I commented on it about, you know, everything. I loved all the memes, the music, the fucking, like you said, the Naruto music with the scissors.
Or when she's fucking with the scissors and she's trying to open the frosting bag, and oh my god, that's hit me for a loop.
And when she has the scissors again and she's trying to cut, he would go again.
Yeah, oh shit, CJ. Oh shit, here we go again. That was so fucking funny. Yeah, it was just layered with memes and music and like on point subtitling, and the zooms were all fucking phenomenal, and the freeze frames, and like with the setting up, it was like it was just you tooling around, and she would zoom on your face and be like, please let this end. I was just dying laughing the entire fucking time.
She even like, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my favorite edit is when you're sitting there opening gifts and you open the journal, and then she says, "It's a journal, by the way," and then you look up and it says, "No shit."
That shit was so good.
I'm like, yo.
We're absolutely linking the video in the description of the YouTube.
Oh, so yeah, this will be the pinned comment.
Fucking click on it. Like even not knowing you guys, like watching that video would have been like super wholesome and cute and like a well spent 20 minutes. So like definitely like if you don't know us, if this is your first time listening somehow, whatever, like click on that video. You have a nice wholesome time. I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm. There was two more moments I wanted to make light of. One being when I was explaining what rum chata was, and I was just like, yo, it's a horchata with rum, and she just looks at, I didn't see her because I was like looking down when I was saying it, and she looks at the camera and she's like, and it's like visible sassiness or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like it was like sass level 100%.
Yeah, like she's just like, really, really, Trevor.
Yeah, it was so, man. She's so fucking funny. Whenever she wants to start editing for us, she can take over. Honestly, as long as her rate is free $99.
Jeez, yeah, that's
free
a lot.
$99. The other one being the idea of her jumping in the sweater. I thought that was cool.
Great. That was so funny.
Yeah, like I had it in my head, and it looked. I had it in my head, and it looked even better than what I thought it was going to be. Like she did that really well. So
yeah, she
did a lot of YouTubers who don't edit it like as well as she did. Yeah, I was like,
absolutely,
that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it, and I'm extremely proud of you, baby. I hope that you continue to make more content because she's like, she's very talented. She just has so many interests that it just takes away from her doing these kinds of things. So yeah, she just tries to do a little too much. But
I smashed that sub button. I rang that notification bell.
Yeah.
Whenever the next release from Rocio comes out, I will be right up there watching it immediately. Yeah. So, like you said in the video, if 2021 is your year, I'm fucking looking forward to it. So,
yeah, and I don't even typically watch vlogs, but just the way that editing get me, constantly entertained. You guys obviously have great chemistry, of course. So it's just like everything in the video is entertaining. So I was in there. Yeah, it's great.
I think vlogs could be interesting if done right.
Yeah.
They can. It I don't like the superficial glamour about a lot of vlogs where it's like, oh, I have a fucking McLaren, and then now he has to pick up the dogs and they're just getting groomed. It's like, shut the fuck up.
That's what was perfect about it, was you guys were just doing it but also filming it, as opposed to be like, hey guys, today we're going to Target. Yeah. It's like, okay, please fuck off. You guys were just living your lives and being wholesome and cute together and recording it also. So it was I love the video. It was great. I'm really glad we took the break so I could watch it.
Yeah.
Chased out of Target, no gingerbread, cops called.
Yeah. I almost died at a Target. Yeah.
Oh my god. That would be the video title.
Gone sexual.
In all caps. Yeah, in all caps.
Yeah. Ever doing this?
Yeah. That's the thumbnail, is me just fucking jerking off.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
The big red arrow pointing to your hand.
Yep. And a circle and 20 exclamation points and big bold lettering. And you going like that. Yeah, bro. The
doing a pogger.
The clickbait thumbnail culture of YouTube is exhausting to me.
I hate it.
The fact that it works is even worse.
I opened up 700 supply drops. What did I get?
I know. It's so
that used
tiring.
to be. That started off with the fucking peak FIFA YouTube around FIFA 16, where people would do pack openings and they were so obviously fake. It's like, all right, guys, first pack, let's go. And they open it and they get the 10 best players in the game. And they're like, oh my god, on the first pack, but they've obviously already opened 500. It's it was so fucking exhausting to watch. It was I don't want to consume this content at all.
Yeah. The thumbnail was good. It was well made. It wasn't like that.
Oh yeah, I like the thumbnail too. I thought it was really cute.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well designed video. Really an assault on media as we know it, that it has as few views as it does. So if you're listening to this, go watch the fucking video. It's great. So
that is true.
The one question,
she just does it because it's fun.
We're all wondering. I know I am. We got the origin story. You said you were going to return it. What is the outcome of the Christmas sweater?
So I currently do not own a Christmas sweater now, unfortunately. I tried my damnedest to get, and I'm still kicking myself over it because they I don't know. You guys know what box lunch is?
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, fucking, they had this bomb ass Naruto one where he was little chibi sized, and he was eating ramen right here, and it was orange and black, and it was $60, and they had it in stock late November, and I was questioning whether I should pull the trigger or not, and I didn't, and then I wanted it 2 weeks later, and it was fucking sold out. I'm just no! But I currently do not own one.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
So you returned it.
Yeah, I liked that sweater a lot, but it was it was for women, so it fit a little differently, especially in the chest area.
Yeah,
and it wasn't long enough. It wasn't long enough in the wrist, and I need mine to hit at least right here, and it just wasn't. So
yeah. That feels and looks weird for sure. Yeah, so I get that.
But makes sense. The search continues. Hopefully next year we'll try to snag a cool one.
Yeah, for sure.
The search
Christmas sweaters are cool as fuck. I would like to wear them unironically outside of Christmas, because I don't if you put a lot of time into the design, and those box lunch ones are super fucking cool. I don't think all of them are ugly.
Yeah, no, yeah, they're a cool style. I need it. Yeah, I just own a black sweater. I need it on different ones.
Yeah, so, I just own monochromatic, I think is the word for just red or green, whatever. It's just they look nice, and that's it. So they're not themed, they're not fun. That's what I would prefer, is to have some good shit. But I haven't, like Trevor said, the hunt goes on.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the new music that came out? Because I had a couple of thoughts on it, but I also wanted to talk about your guys' picks for your albums a little bit. From last week, if you guys watched that video.
My guess is that the Bobby Tarantino 2 is also in your top 10 now.
No, it is not.
Damn it!
But I do plan on listening to it again.
Oh my god, that's pose.
I can't believe it.
He looked like the guy that was like, so no head.
that's a meme. Yeah. Trevor and I send back and forth quite a bit. Yeah, that's just good.
So no head.
So no head jumps on the fucking skateboard. Yeah.
Top 10 vines for sure.
So anyway, yeah. What do you feel about? I know you cycled through some of the top 10s of ours that you hadn't heard before. So
yeah.
What's up, Trev?
So I listened to. I guess we'll just tackle Osuna. Alex and I were talking about this like a couple nights ago. So
fucking might as well.
I like some of the tracks. I think he shines brighter whenever he has like trap sounding beats or like more minimalistic beats that he goes on. But the reggaeton beats are still kind of not my style. I can't really pick apart the differences, honestly. Maybe that's just my lack of experience with the genre, but they all sound the same to me. And I hate that fucking criticism because people say that about metal and it's obviously not true. But I guess I just have to have more
I mean, that's what I would say about metal. I have a hard time telling the difference between, metal
and it
breakdowns and instrumentation. So. Yeah, no, like I know that. But it's like that's kind of why it's hard, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
I was telling Alex that I think my biggest problem, besides the beats, like everything else, the vocals are a little too over sexualized for me. So it kind of like puts me off whenever I'm hearing someone just like serenade like over these beats that are obviously dedicated to like a woman audience and a demographic that isn't me. So they're just serenading these chicks with big booties, and I'm just like,
is it all in Spanish or is it English and Spanish?
Yeah, it's all in Spanish.
Okay. It's just so you're talking about like tonality and stuff.
Yeah, just the way they sing and croon and caress.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, it's obvious to tell regardless of language. Yeah. I was just curious.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of like romantic freaking like, what's the right word? Just, performances, whatever, the delivery.
It's very sensual.
I definitely picked up on that. It's not like every track, but yeah. I don't mind it.
For
like
me,
yeah.
Osuna, I do like his voice because he has a good singing voice when he really wants to sing, and it shines in that aspect. And I mean, I love the albums. I love his songs, but he has a good he has like a story where he like struggled in life. Like his father was like shot when he was like a kid or something like that. So he didn't really grow up with a father figure, and his grandmother raised him. So it's like,
we all have our struggles.
He's doing it big. That's why I don't know. I wouldn't say look up to him, but I really like him a lot. So I'm glad to hear that you listened to it and enjoyed some stuff. I want you to listen to the second album because I think that's his best one.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. That's why I didn't want to digress and like listen to the newer stuff first and then go back, because it kind of puts a little bit of bad taste in my mouth whenever like especially in like video games when you play like an older game second after you play the newer iteration, it's kind of hard going back. Like if you played Borderlands 3 first and then you go back to like Borderlands 1, it's disgusting.
That's what happened.
There's no sliding, there's no mantling. Yeah,
that's
what I still enjoyed
Bioshock.
Borderlands 1, but
yeah.
I
played Bioshock rough. Infinite first, which for its time was like smooth as fuck. And then Bioshock, like the first Bioshock was like a PS1 game, might as well have been. Like I think it was 360 actually, but
it was PS3, yeah.
I think it was, okay. So anyway, obviously, I mean, it's like a 10-year gap, so obviously it's gonna be rough. So yeah, but what I'm saying is, I know what you mean. But that's interesting that you bring that up, Alex, because it's always interesting to me with art in general, but I guess especially music, is like understanding people's backstory and like kind of what their personality is like to a degree, and like how that informs how they make music and how they make art. And obviously that's the case for a lot of like painters and like visual artists, and like the kind of like pain that they put into their art, or the happiness or whatever. Sometimes it's the opposite emotion that they've felt so terrible. That's actually a lot of artists, I think, is like I think might be a Van Gogh quote or something like that, was that the most beautiful art comes from pain. I'm paraphrasing, it's not exactly that, but it's like, and that the idea that a lot of these people have suffered, and so they want to make other people feel great or feel nice. So Yeah, it's interesting. Another, I guess, that definitely changes the way you can observe the art. Is like understanding the person who made it.
Yeah.
I also listened to the Mark Anthony soundtrack for like I think 8 tracks I got through, and I told Alex that my very first impressions was that I felt like I needed chips and salsa next to me to start eating because it was so spicy, man. That salsa music gets you going, man. That was fucking hot. I literally felt like there was salsa in my mouth when I was listening to it. Like it was so palatable. I loved it.
You got that hip movement going?
Yeah.
Not so much
the white boy two-step. Yeah, white boy two-step.
Movement involved.
No, that shit was good.
It makes you want to move.
I want to give it more listens.
The body just feels the movement. I don't know.
Salsa. That's dope.
Yeah, no, that was a good album. I also listened to the Cash album, and not to say that I was disappointed because I expected everything that it gave me, but that was why I was disappointed, was because it wasn't anything more than,
that's fair.
You know, the very formulaic, predictable, forgettable pop lyrics, and the drops weren't even that great either. I'm not gonna lie. I liked a couple, like Broken Drum is great. The Don't Mess with the Cash. I can't remember what song that is. Like it's like the 8th track or something.
Don't Mess with the Cash.
What is it called?
In which a tear streams down my face. Which one?
If you don't throw cash, like get the fuck out or something like that. Like
it's Cash.
I can't remember the song, but it's
bounce back. Is that's
no,
Devil?
No, it's an instrumental track.
I don't
that
know.
I like.
I don't know the album.
It's called Escarole.
Terribly well. Yeah, that's one of them. Wait, how'd you feel about that?
I liked it. That was one of the better tracks. I wish that they got a little more down and dirty with their production, because it was very surface pop, which I kind of expected, but
it's more. It's for me. It's more like background at a party than it is like sit and listen. You know. So that's
and I like that style of music.
And I completely understand and respect this take. I get you in there.
I love that style of album. Like I listened to Zed's True Colors like way back when it came out, like 2015, and that's exactly what that is. But it's more experimental in its taste, and it's like its soundscapes and stuff. And I feel like it's just a better album in that vein. So I do like that style of music, but I just wish they did more. It was very safe.
I don't think I said this when we were talking about it on the top 10s, but I do want to listen to more like proper EDM albums, because the style of the industry seems like most of the time it's just singles or like things like that.
It's all singles.
Largely they focus on like their set lists, like their actual set for like live concerts and stuff like that. So
it's a lot of remixes.
They put out basically mostly singles and remixes. Yeah, so I would like to get more into like proper designed EDM albums, because I think they could be really cool.
Millennium would be my first like recommendation.
I'd definitely hop on there, because I love I don't think I've heard anything I don't like from Millennium. So
Millennium is fantastic.
Yeah,
and he makes proper albums. Odeza's great too.
That's cool.
Zed makes great albums. You know, there's a lot of people that you just got to search for it.
Like I said, I'm a baby, so I like literally I did say this in the top 10s, was that I'm ready to have things be replaced, basically. Like I'm ready to experience like the best of the best, even better stuff.
And it will.
Yeah. So that's like I said, it was a time capsule, and I'm glad you enjoyed the album. You know, to the degree you did, at least. So yeah.
Broken Drum was great. How to Love was great.
I listened to everybody's top 10 on shuffle, and so the first Cash song that came on for me was "Millionaire" with Nelly. I didn't mind it.
I feel like
it must be the money.
Whenever she comes around, whenever I hear that sound, I love that song.
Bad, man.
I hated it.
Damn. It's like, hey,
I didn't even realize it was Nelly, because it was so.
It's okay. It's cheesy.
The lyrics
it's
just trash.
It's cheesy as fuck. Yeah.
It's
I
didn't mind. I wasn't.
That's just the way.
That was like, besides like, you know, the big single from Country Grammar. That was like my actual introduction to Nelly, and I didn't even know it was Nelly. So that's kind of awful.
Shit.
Wow, that's from that. Dang. I didn't listen to any of them.
Yeah, you didn't
at all.
Me neither,
but it's okay.
It's okay.
I want to listen to my. I mean, I've been busy, but also I just want to listen separately.
Yeah, with them. It's only been a week. I mean,
I just happen to. I have so much ample time on my hands, so I just went and did it.
But I start that new job
next week, next Monday.
Song.
Oh, you listen to Frank Ocean?
Which song?
Yeah. That's a song.
Yeah, you're listening on the playlist, and it's fucking like crazy. Like you listen to them on shuffle, like I like my first experience to be with.
I just kind of listen. I listen to it on shuffle to see what catches my ear at first, and then I'll go and listen to.
That's fair.
That's what it'll be good for, yeah.
In the mood. So then like I heard the Frank Ocean on shuffle, and I went back, and although I didn't like hear it like multiple times, I liked it. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, yeah, it'd be interesting.
It'd be fucking hilarious if we compiled all of them and then you shuffled that, so it's just like baby metal into like Frank Ocean into Bobby Tarantino,
that's my shuffle.
into EDM, into like hardcore rap, into like softer rap, into more baby metal, like it's just or fucking what is it? The 4-letter one. It's like carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, whatever.
Oh, Chon, like instrumental.
Yeah, that one.
The 4-letter one.
I couldn't fucking remember what order it was in. John, yeah. So it would listening to all of ours on shuffle would be a fucking roller coaster ride. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Such
that was like
variety.
Yeah, it's
Then Mariah Carey comes in.
Yeah.
I started Mariah's Butterfly as well.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
I like the first like 3 tracks that I heard, but
yeah,
dope.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I definitely listened to Trevor's Top 10 the most just because I had it first, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm hurt, but I understand.
Dang. Got it first, man.
I like Tone.
To be fair, you have a couple that David does too.
Yeah. There's overlap, yeah.
I like Chon a lot. Chon was nice to listen to. I felt like I was in Hawaii in an elevator somewhere in some hotel, ready to relax.
Dope.
It's incredibly relaxing.
That's such a specific vibe.
Yeah, I get it. I love that. Yeah,
very specific vibe. I listened to Augment. Augment was cool. The screaming thing is not for me, but I got through I got through most of the tracks. I would say I like Spirits Away. It's just that the first like intro to it is like super chill. And then the homeboy just comes in with the screaming, and I'm like, "Yo, what is happening?" Like, if they were like I don't know, if he was like if he really wanted to be lyrical with it, they would be super solid.
He is like that's what I was telling you guys. If you like get the chance to actually look at those lyrics, they're incredibly deep.
Dang.
And pitch too, man.
Yeah, that's what's rough to me. That's the conversation that Trevor and I had. Is like, you know, when a band. When a vocalist switches from the singing to the screaming, I was like, you know, it's not for me. But my thing is that I like so much how he sounded before. Is like, why bother going into the screaming? And obviously, that's a question that has a deep answer that we've already hashed out. And you can, you know, say your part again if you want, Trevor. But that's the hurdle that I'm like still trying to get over, essentially. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. But you know. It's a long journey. It's a long musical journey. The Unboxing Life podcast will be here for all of it. So, you know, stay tuned.
I mean, when I play it in Discord, you guys don't really complain that much anymore. But
not really. When it's in the background, I don't mind it largely.
Because I just turn the shit down.
That's kind of true too. But when it's in the background, I don't mind it nearly as much. But if I'm just trying to listen to music just to listen to music, it's not for me, definitely. But I understand that it is for a lot of people, and that's, you know, the subjectivity of art. Go watch that episode.
My biggest standout. It has to be. God. It has to be Baby Metal, baby.
Baby
Metal is that shit, man.
Alex, I heard you weren't. You haven't been feeling so well lately. What'd you?
I have the Awadama fever.
You have the Awadama fever. God damn.
The Awadama fever. I need some choo chewing gum with it.
Chewing gum. Yeah.
Bubble gum. Honestly, I would love them to death. I got to get on that because like I'm so into like, you know, the metal-ish, you know, openings and closings to anime and stuff like that. So like that would be a layup for me enjoying that album.
I feel like they should be an anime intro somewhere.
Oh yeah,
they are, honestly.
Yeah, they should be. That'd be dope.
Yeah, it's super heavy metal instrumentals with these adorable voices that shouldn't work, but it does.
Absolutely should.
It's the juxtaposition that shouldn't work but does. So
they're like only a year older than me. So when I come out to Japan, you know, it was good.
What's good. Yeah, he's gonna court the Baby Metal vocalist.
Hey man, shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
I'm just playing
What's
it
the
out
fucking?
there, you know.
God damn it, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott quote: "You shoot every shot, you miss every shot you don't take."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man.
So
it's a famous quote.
Might as well take it.
Wow.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm there for you. I'll wingman. Not that that'll be much help, but oh well.
Yeah.
I did want to shout out the Foo Fighters album that just came out this Friday. Fucking legendary band. If you guys haven't heard of them, I don't know what to tell you.
It's kind of crazy for them to still be putting out new stuff, honestly.
Yeah, they've been putting out music since '95. I became
a Foo Fighters fan when I was playing Rock Band on the PS2. So like the fact that there's new music in 2021 is nuts to me.
Yeah, this was the first like full-length project that I ever listened to them, and I was thoroughly impressed. And I've spun it like 5 times since it came out, and it's like a 37-minute trek, but it's super great. Can't really knock it too much. I liked a lot of the vibes on there, and I'm trying to get into their discography, so that's another recommendation.
Dave Grohl seems like a dope dude. He's been making music forever. I mean, he's in
Yeah, he was the fucking drummer for Nirvana.
In different, positions in the band. It seems like he just loves music. Like I've seen interviews and he just, yeah, man, we were in the freaking garage jamming out. We freaking did this. And he's like freaking 40 years old or whatever. Like however interview, just like
dope.
Middle age, just going.
I remember looking at his Wikipedia page way back, so I'm probably just like misremembering this, but I remember him like he would be like a replacement guy, like for drumming for like live sets for like these bands that you've never heard of that are like super underground, but that are playing like local gigs. And he's done it he does it all the time. It's like a hobby of his. So just like get behind other bands and help them out. So yeah, he absolutely does love music.
Good guy, Dave Grohl. Damn.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we had a few hot tracks drop that might be, leading much anticipated releases, JID and Conway, cool to see them together. Yeah, that was some cool verses.
That was great. Conway ate that verse as usual.
Yeah. Friggin' the Freddie Schoolboy Q, very chill.
What's it called?
What is that one called? Freddie and Schoolboy.
The gang signs?
Guys, we're trying to run a podcast here. If you guys come prepared, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it, honestly. Even though I have no idea what song you're talking about. If you guys can come prepared, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, that definitely.
I was telling David I would like another Freddie project where it's just him with a smorgasbord of modern producers just slaying every track.
I feel like every producer must love him because he freaking just marries every beat he's on. It's like just makes it
every beat.
I was realizing like he can just. I like any type of track. Like I like every Freddie Gibbs track that drops. It's just like
fair enough.
I'm such a fan of this guy. His flow and his voice are just like, and he can like sing some and just.
He's a chameleon.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, he can flow over everything, and then we talked about how he can make the coke rap always interesting some way, and then he'll go into real talk maybe and just mix them together and just do whatever. Like, seems like he's not even trying at this point.
And he never takes too much of your time. Like those tracks aren't really particularly that long. There's no filler. Yeah. It's just all killer.
Yeah.
No skippable episodes.
No, none at all.
Yeah. True.
The new Cardi B single is pretty great too. It's called Up.
Yeah,
you'll see it on your favorite TikTok influencers very soon, if not already.
Fucking probably half the music that came out. That's how it happens.
Yeah, definitely will. What's the group vocal line? Oh yeah, I know that.
Broke dudes don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right.
Shout out to being broke.
Being broke, yeah. We're getting pussy. We're broke.
Lordy me.
Jesus. Yeah, that was hilarious. It's funny. I think she has a lot of charisma. It's a fun track for sure.
That flow's stupid too. She's got the flow, so
yeah.
Looking forward to all those guys' albums. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows with the pandemic, honestly.
Yeah, Conway will have 4 albums by our next episode.
Damn.
You know what?
Shout out to Griselda.
Holy hot damn.
I think the pandemic should be speeding up these guys because they got nothing but time.
No, I mean that's fine, but they just like these guys tour, so like they release music to tour it, so they're just throwing it out there. Like if you throw a classic out there and you can't tour it, doesn't hit the same.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. You got. I look at Bad Bunny, who had 3 albums last year, and he broke records like with his latest one.
People flourish.
It's certain. It's interesting, like what different artists like. touring is like the main way of making money, and it's like, what exactly do they want to do with each album? Like, I feel like Kendrick he wants each album to be like the biggest thing and like a new part of his career. So it's like he wants to tour and like do it, but we've been waiting for freaking 4 years at this point. Like,
almost.
It's a bit crazy, but it's not even like, I don't know. It's not even necessarily the artists you would expect. Some you would expect they would want to tour primarily, and they're just dropping stuff, and I don't know.
It's really up to it's case by case. Fucking The Weeknd was supposed to tour last year.
Yeah.
I were supposed to see him in July, and it got rescheduled to next March. So hopefully it doesn't get rescheduled again. But like, there's a case where like he released his album last year and he wants to tour it, so he's going to postpone what he's doing so that he can properly tour that album. So
yeah,
I don't know.
We're picking up for it tonight with the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch him, and that's probably what I'm most excited for this tonight.
So there we go. There's the perfect transition into what we've named ourselves after. Is the Super Bowl is happening tonight in about 3 hours, actually. So cutting it close, not cutting it close, whatever.
It's gonna be a fun episode. You're watching this after the Super Bowl. Cameron will either be crying or flying by the time
I'm not exactly about to break down over a man who's the winningest quarterback in NFL history, not adding on to it even more. But
we would like to see him at a
I would love to see. I'll be like, but also the baby goat Patrick Mahomes. I'm a big Patty Mahomes fan. He's fucking electric to watch. Like, I'm more of a Patriots fan than I am an NFL fan. That's kind of how I describe it. But like, being involved in fantasy football and a little bit of gambling here and there has turned me into more of like an NFL fan about watching the game, and especially going to like actually, because even though I live like not 30 minutes from Foxborough, from the Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play. My first Patriots game was when I was like 14 or something like that. And I had been to, like, my first Red Sox game was when I was like 5. My first like Celtics game, I was like 8, something like that. So like I had been to like all these events and stuff, but I had never like seen a lot of football live in person, except for going to see college BC Boston College Eagles, their football team. My dad had season tickets, so I got to go see it. A good few of those games, but I was so tiny that I could barely see over everyone. I was like standing on my seat.
True.
Anyway, so that was a great wholesome football experience I had. But in general, definitely got turned into more of a football fan in general, as opposed to just bothering watching the Patriots in the last several years, going to like basically every single Miami game that I possibly could. And those were was it my first? No, it was my second season of football. That was the one we went 10-0, and we had that insane game against Notre Dame that we were like supposed to lose and won by 1 million, and it was just like so fucking electric. And I tell that story that's like the loudest that I have ever heard a group of human beings be, is like when there was a pick 6 at the end of the first half. Like going and seeing that shit live just turned me into such a slut for the sport, basically. So it's just I love sport. I love competition. So obviously, looking forward to the Super Bowl. You can't not if you're in my shoes. So hope Tom gets his 7th ring. I know we're going to see some absolutely electric football from both sides. They both have great offenses. So yeah,
that's for those counting at home. That's the 3rd electric that Mr. Cameron has drawn.
Electric, bro.
4.
I will either be laughing or gasping. I don't know. I like Mahomes a lot. He's an upstanding guy. I think he's fun to watch, like Cameron said. I don't know. I'm rooting for. I don't really have a side. I wouldn't mind if either team wins. Obviously, I wasn't a fan of Brady from him on the Patriots, but nothing personal against him. I think he's an actual like, and in real life, he's a good guy. Like he's a really good guy. But
he's fucking 45, still in the Super Bowl, man. Like you gotta applaud it.
Oh yeah, wow, he's pretty.
Is he 45?
I'm almost positive he's 45. Yeah,
I was like 42.
Dang.
Those are in sport. Those are 3 years that matter. So if I'm wrong, then goddamn.
He's 43.
43. Okay, so split the difference.
That is still very old to be playing football, especially at the tier that he is playing. So regardless of how you feel about him in general, he's the most decorated, like almost athlete like ever. Like everyone knows who Tom Brady is.
Yeah.
It's clear to see whoever whoever wins, they're gonna have to play some good football. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
And it's a fucking huge year for Tampa Bay in general. I mean, the fucking Rays won the World Series, Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup this year, and Bucks are in the fucking Super Bowl. Like, that's mind blowing. So
yeah,
it's cool. It's cool shit.
There's a solid chance in my mind that Kansas City shows up hungry and they just fucking blow out the Bucks. But I'm hoping for a close game.
I don't think it happens.
I don't know, man. You know, you can get pretty in depth with that. The spread is only 3, so it's Chiefs by 3, which is usually the Super Bowl is played, you know, close to the vest by Vegas in basically every respect. But yeah, so I don't know.
You think we'll see a shootout? Or
if the Bucks win, it's going to be a close game. There's no way the Bucks win by like 13 or more. Like they'll score, they win by like at most 10, and then the 7 they score is like a garbage time TD or their last drive or something. But that being said, like the dream I have in my mind basically is a you know, classic all time NFL greatest moments, like Tom Brady in his last Super Bowl in the 4th quarter, down by 6 on the final drive with 2 minutes left. Like, that's the like perfect god tier NFL fan scenario that like he's been in multiple times, where Tom Brady has the record for most 4th quarter comebacks by a mile. So like it became like a meme within Pats fans culture, was like, oh, we have the ball with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter and we're down by 3. We won the game. Like, the game's over. Like, we won already. Like, because Tom is just so fucking pinpoint precision. He's so perfect when it matters. That's why we all love him so much, and why I could never hate him for leaving, is because of how good he is and how much he brought us, like I already said. So, yeah. That's about as wet as I'll get over Tom Brady for the rest of the episode.
Thank God. you want a towel?
I might need one, honestly.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I will be, I don't know, I'm a football watcher. I was,
as your name says.
Yeah, not really. I mean, like,
I'll get you one of those T-shirts that just says "Sports!" exclamation point.
Yeah. I guess you can see when I did watch football, my team was the Steelers, because that's the area my dad's from. Basically, not exactly Pittsburgh, but that was like their team, and there's no West Virginia team, I guess. Yeah, so he's from a small town in West Virginia, close to Pittsburgh. But
nice. I like music, so I'm repping a Mice and Men.
Yeah,
I just got a freaking sweatshirt on, so I don't know. I have a load of Pat shit though, obviously growing up here. So
yeah, nice. I'll be. I don't know if I'll be watching, but I kind of want to. I don't know who.
Just watch it for the meme.
If it's on, yeah. I mean,
on the halftime show.
Yeah,
at least
I didn't realize
there's
Tampa Bay, basically our team, it's the closest freaking team, and then.
Yep.
I guess it's kind of a big deal.
It's going to be exciting. It's not going to be, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl a couple of years ago was like mundane as shit. It was like a defensive game. I think it finished like 13-3 or something like that. This game is not going to be that game. It's going to, like, both teams are ideally going to score at least 20 points. I'm hoping for a shootout. I'm hoping for Chris Godwin down the middle for fucking 80 yards, like every other play, you know. And then Tyreek Hill just, like, splits the defense. Like, it's going to be fucking electric. This is kind of insane saying all this, knowing that it's going to come out 5 days late, basically. But, you know, hopefully what I'm speaking comes into existence, as it were. So
yeah, if it comes out later, like, Cameron will be known as the modern Nostradamus, and everyone will look back. Oh my God! It's exactly what he said would happen.
I think that me vaguely predicting that the two offenses in the Super Bowl will be good at football is kind of an easy layup. So
easy pick, for sure.
But if you want to call me a prophet, I'll take the title, I guess.
I will say that. Yeah,
I will say
next season, I'm about to speak this into existence. Next season, Jets, worst season ever. I hope they do trash.
And you want Trevor?
Get a nice draft pick.
Do you want Trevor?
Dang.
You want Trevor Lawrence?
I don't know.
I
don't know. I'll tell you what. Every year, somebody different tells me the Jets are looking good this year. They might be onto something, and then they never do. So it's like
they had a couple good moments. I believe in Sam Darnold. Honestly, I think Sam Darnold should be saved from the Jets. I think like under proper coaching and in a good team environment, he can like really succeed. Because he was pretty gorgeous at USC. Mm-hmm. He was doing numbers, and then obviously that's why he ended up on the Jets, because the Jets had a good draft pick. I think I don't know. I think, the Jets are in that state where they just need a revamp. They need to be refurbished, basically. So,
yeah.
As a fellow sports fan, I hope that for you. But as a Jets hater, fuck the Jets. So, there you
They're
go.
like the 1980s Bulls before Michael Jordan showed up, if you will.
Basically.
The cocaine circus. That is a freaking. We need to watch The Last Dance on the show. That is a great freaking documentary.
I would love to. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it was great. It's a series.
Oh, we're gonna do movie box, huh?
That was the 30 for 30 or whatever. Was it even a 30 for 30? It was probably just a special outside of 30 for 30.
I don't know. It was a series. It might have been.
I think it was its own thing. Yeah.
I don't know. I think the 30 for 30 is like a condensed thing. So yeah, it was a complete separate thing. But yeah, that was my entire Twitter feed for like a month or more when The Last Dance was airing weekly. And it was like 8 episodes or something like that. So it might have been more than a month. It was like every time a new episode was released, every meme on my Twitter feed was from, and there was like the shoulder shrug guy and everything. The guy that beat Jordan at some little game. He was just a security head. And so like the shoulder shrug was just all over Twitter, like for ages and ages.
Yeah, that is a question. My favorite sport personally is basketball to watch and play, I would say. Although, I mean, I feel like I watched more football just back in my youth, but football is definitely fun to watch. But
if you had to ask me, I'd probably say basketball is like my favorite sport overall. I do enjoy watching tennis a lot. I think tennis is a fantastic sport.
Interesting.
And we're actually playing it, like we're trying to play it like once a week, and it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
But I think football, American football especially, has a different atmosphere to it, and I think it's because of how much money they put into the viewing experience. But from the commentators to the theme music to just like how great the cameras look, the field is always pristine as shit. It's just a completely different sport to just watch in comparison to everything else because it's so goddamn big budget.
Yeah.
And it feels like winter because it's always played in those winter months. And I don't know. It gives it a different feel. So I think it's probably the best sport to watch, but it's not my favorite. But it gives you that tingly feeling. Like
I get
this
it.
is
Yeah.
like this is football. This is
I think it's the best sport to like get together with people and watch. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's because you have those lulls where you can like talk and socialize and do whatever, and then like the explosive play happens and everyone's freaking out, and it's like fuck yeah, football, sports.
True. Yeah, true. That is true. It's great. It feels like the main event of freaking America.
For sure.
That's what we've set it up to be.
I'm not sure if it is anymore, but I think it's lost a lot of its allure. As
you'd be surprised.
It maybe has lost some of its glister and popularity.
Glister, huh?
Sure. But it's still, I would still call it the main event of America. I mean, it's it's kind of what we're famous for. Like people all over the world know like the Super Bowl being the fucking thing. So
yeah, of course. I mean, it's got a decorated legacy, but nowadays it's kind of like everyone would watch it just for the commercials, and even that's like kind of gone. Yeah.
Especially when you had, everyone was watching TV. It's like, all right, what else?
That's probably a reason why I'm thinking that. But
yeah, I mean, but
companies still get together to make these commercials. They try at least to make commercials, right?
Yeah,
that's
still a tradition.
We talked about that. Go ahead, David.
I was just gonna say, sex bot Michael B. Jordan in the Alexa commercial.
Yes.
What is
that, honey?
What is that?
Is that what he says, Alex? Who's that, honey?
Yeah. Who's this, honey?
I'm
hilarious.
Michael B. Jordan. It's just Michael B. Jordan in the kitchen.
This is Creed.
As a concept for a commercial for a giant company, it's hilarious that it's just some woman's husband being cucked repeatedly by freaking by Alexa.
By Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it's like,
oh
my man Killmonger is doing more than killing.
I haven't seen that, but I'll look forward to it tonight, I guess.
Bro. You haven't seen it yet? It's been popping up on my ads for YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like the exhausting like circus that Super Bowl ads have become with streaming services and especially YouTube. Is that like before you know, my childhood growing up.
Before the golden era of streaming.
Basically YouTube didn't exist at that point, and if it did, it wasn't like, you know, fully monetized and everything. So the commercials were, you know, a set piece. They were like, oh, like this is, you know, the most expensive airtime in American television, in probably world television. So, you know, get your message out there as clearly and concisely and as much of a hook as you can put into people, basically. And so that was the whole thing. And now it's like, I joked about that. I don't know. I don't think it was on the podcast, but I was joking about this with you guys, where it's like, now Hyundai is like on YouTube, like trying to force their super, like watch our, like click here to watch our full ad for the
watch our fucking ad channel,
for the big game, like follow this link for the full experience at Hyundai.com. And I'm just picking on Hyundai for no reason, but like it's them, it's every car company, it's every fucking big brand that you recognize on your walk down the street. Doritos isn't like weirdly isn't as bad about it. I don't think. Not that I've seen. But I could be spitting propaganda. But anyway, it's just like it's just like please fuck off. I don't care. Like I'm happy to sit in front of the TV and like have that be an entertainment experience. Like the commercials are usually trash. I mean I hate car commercials more than anything in the world. I can go off a whole fucking tangent about that because I think they're the most useless bullshit on the planet. But I said I wouldn't go on the tangent, but then I did, so fuck you. So anyway, like the idea of being like, oh yeah, come experience our ad, like in a further way, and like also like spoiling the ad, it like takes completely away from like what little magic or mystique was there, like to begin with, of like enjoying a commercial because they put so much effort into it, because it's supposed to hook you, because it's this, that, and the other thing. It's just like it's fallen off for sure.
It's not even that. I think for me, looking forward to watching commercials is fun. For example, the Michael B. Jordan commercial, me and David have already seen it because it's on YouTube. I don't think they should be showed before the Super Bowl. Like I want to go into the Super Bowl watching new ads. I don't want to say, oh, that's a good ad, but I've already seen it. You know?
Yeah, we're on the same.
I want to watch them all.
Sure. Yeah, and because I think they're just with the internet, it's just like get it out there everywhere and make it a meme. Like the what was it like? Was it 2020 where we had Baby Nut at the beginning of the year with freaking
the fucking planters? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and everyone, it just became like
they killed
the egg. Wasn't it the egg?
It might have been.
They killed the fucking planters.
I feel like that was a couple years ago.
I can't. Time has worked around here.
Yeah, because you remember the egg had the most like likes on the Instagram post or something or whatever it was, and then the egg was like a Super Bowl thing. You remember that?
I remember the egg being like the most liked thing or whatever because it was like a meme for everyone to like the egg, but I don't remember it turning into more than that.
It was turned into like a Super Bowl thing.
Dang. All right. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I just don't remember.
Yeah. There's definitely, big companies got to get in on the meme culture and all that stuff, or try to. Pretty interesting to see.
It's fucking boring.
Yeah.
If there's no Kool-Aid man, this Super Bowl,
like there's
disappointed.
Yeah, there's that freaking like shitpost meme where it's like a crab going like this, and it has like lasers coming out of its eyes, and it's like blowing something up, and it's like just like plain white text. It just says "Silence brand," and so that's like people whenever like brands like try to be relatable and are just cringy on Twitter and shit, like people will ratio the tweet by like putting that meme underneath it, like "Silence brand," because it's just like you're a company, you're just trying to sell me shit, stop trying to be relatable. Which on the other side of that coin, I do like that like Wendy's Twitter is like sassy and interesting to a degree, and like, but
it literally started a whole trend of every company trying to do that exact thing.
And
when one thing works, everyone's got to jump on the bandwagon.
It's like, what are we doing?
You got to try it. Yeah,
they're like. They had like I don't know what was it, like Sunny D, like depression tweets or whatever, like brand talking like they're just people, it's like, all right, we've gone way too far.
It's like, this is too meta for me. Like, I'm not like haha funny, but like, you're a fucking brand. Like get out of here.
Wild. Yeah. So I don't know.
So all in all, I think we're mostly excited to watch the Super Bowl. This is the first Super Bowl I've watched since I had my other apartment with my mom.
Damn.
That was like maybe 5 years ago that I've watched the Super Bowl. So
it's been a minute for me.
I couldn't care any less about sports really, but
I don't think I've missed
one at least watching them. I'd rather play, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a good game. We shall see.
Yeah.
Bandwagon Bucks fan.
There you go.
At least for the night.
It's it's fair. It's like our hometown, basically. A couple hours.
It really
away.
is, though. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to root for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're
at
close.
least a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm an hour and a half drive away from Tampa.
It's either them or the Dolphins. I don't know if you want to pick up the 1-15
My dad likes the
Jacksonville Jaguars, but
no.
Oh, the Jaguar. I guess there is a Jaguars.
They won their fucking first game of the season and then didn't win one for the rest of the season.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're kind of a running joke at this point.
Depressing as fuck. So they'll get a good draft pick, that's for sure.
Dang.
So anyway.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm good here.
We heading out. You want to take us out, David?
Take us freaking out, bro. Let me take us out. We'll take you all out. I am an assassin.
Or to dinner. Either way, I'm happy. Wink.
He's the basic Phil.
Thank you for listening to this, everybody. We hope your Super Bowl went well. We hope you were safe. We are excited. Let's be excited together. We
sound excited.
My man is so low energy. It's
I'm lost.
It's honestly hilarious. Like, you're higher energy about a lot of stuff, and then when you talk about being excited or you're like, let's get hype, you're always like, let's
go,
get
guys.
Hype. Yeah. Like, it's your when you talk about being hype is your most monotone existence. It's so fucking weirdly hilarious.
I'm just struggling to be hype. I think that's what it is. But we hope it went exactly how Cameron said, I guess, and you're looking back and laughing and giving this man his just freaking due. Congratulations to freaking Cameron. Yeah, give him his flowers while he can still smell them. The freaking #1 sports predictor of our time. Let's freaking get it, boys.
Camp Shadamas.
Yeah, man. It's been freaking real, I guess. I don't know.
It has been. Me. Not you guess. It has been real.
Yep. I'm gonna say, in the words of Marshawn, yes.
Yes.
Shout out to Rocio's video. Go watch that video.
Go watch that. That was dope. Better than all the better than Super Bowl, better than the commercials. That's freaking good.
That I full-heartedly agree with. Even if the fucking Super Bowl was a shootout tonight, it's still better.
Throw it up.
That's facts. Yep. It has been real, as David has mentioned.
I've mentioned.
I love. I guess today I'm loving sports. I'm loving the Super Bowl. I'm loving some nice hot chicken wings. About buffalo wings.
I'm on that bandwagon.
Maybe go take the Browns to the Super Bowl tonight. We'll see.
The Browns.
We'll see my stomach how it feels.
Oh, come on,
brother. That is a bad joke.
I knew where it was going with it. It was fucking Alex.
Which one of you took a shot in the Super Bowl?
It's fucking Alex.
Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll see. I had to get it in there. I'm sorry.
I don't think you had to, but you did, and that's fine.
You did it to him, man.
It's okay.
I don't think you had to stand on the sidewalk and say I did it to him, but
absolutely did it to him.
Goodness.
Yep. All right. Until next time, I will say I love you all.
I love shit show unclean outros. They're my favorite, honestly. I love it when we're all screaming at each other. It's so fucking brilliant. Yeah. I'm gonna be bold here. I'm gonna lay the prophecy on the line. My final score prediction: 27-23, Bucks take it. So
okay.
If I am correct and you are listening to this right now, you have no choice but to subscribe to the Unboxing Life podcast and tell all of your friends, everyone you've ever met in your entire life. If I predict the Super Bowl to the fucking point total, you have to do it. So that's been me. That's been my score prediction. That's been me being wet over Tom Brady. I need a towel. Thank you very much. And I'll say adios, everybody.
If it's wrong, you have to dislike the video.
You don't have to, but
I don't think anyone's going to get back.
If you do.
No one's going to make it to here, so I don't think Rocio will dislike the video for us. So. Or Caitlin, for that matter. Shout out to both of you for always listening to our episodes, by the way.
Dang.
My homie Nags is on that bandwagon as well. He's upstairs waiting for me to come drink my face off with him, so we're getting to that real soon.
Drink my face. That sounded like he was getting ready to drink your face off. I thought that's what you were saying.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, brother.
Shout out to you. He's up there.
He's up there.
He's
Man upstairs. That's what they call him.
Him and my boy Wardo. Wardo's been listening as well, so I got to shout him out as well. So love you both.
Shout out Wardo. That's a dope name. It's like Wario and Warden.
It's his name is Edward, so it's been shortened to Ward, and then we just call him Wardo.
Oh, that's cool. It's like not Ed. It's the different.
Yeah, it's the other side of Eddie. Yeah.
Not Ed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ed. Yeah. Come on, Ed was great in Cowboy Bebop though.
And
I knew you were going to say this. I knew
another show we will get to someday. Get lit.
You're right.
What? Cowboy Bebop?
Edward.
No,
Trevor doesn't know. Trevor doesn't
For sure,
know.
he doesn't know. You gotta let him know. Have to let the people know.
Oh. Oh, fucking Brotherhood. Right? That's what it is?
Yeah,
that's his name? Right.
Yep.
Okay. I got it. No, I got you.
Okay.
Anyways, this is super enjoyable. Shout out to my baby girl for a successful video, even though it's got 17 likes or views. Please go watch it because it's super wholesome.
I think I'm making a heart.
You're making a heart. Yeah. Shout out to you, baby. Great video. And hopefully the Super Bowl is fun. And you guys have a good time with whoever you guys are with. Cameron is signing out. Oh.
That was spicy. No, I think Alex just.
Oh, that was Alex. That was Alex. Yeah.
Alex just teleported.
Alex is so disappointed that the Jets are here, or that the Jets aren't here. So
yeah,
he did some transmission, Naruto hand motions, and teleported the other corner of the podcast. So
he's so fast, I can't see him move. All right.
Is this his Sharingan?
Haku. Anyways.
Yeah. All right.
This has been a lot of fun. So peace the fuck out, baby.